Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm gonna show you a very powerful variation for the white pieces to destroy one of the most solid defenses for the black pieces, which is the Pirc defense, and that is the Byrne variation. Let's go. E4, D6, now D4, and knight to F6, and here we just go knight C3, defending E4. And here black goes G6, and this is the main line of the Pirc defense. And here white has like a ton of moves. White can go F4, the Austrian variation would go knight F3, the classical. They can go F3, the 150 attack, and go bishop C4, the whole move attack, and can go G3, which is the Fian shadow system, the Sveshnikov. But guys, the Byrne variation, the deadly killer variation, starts with a secret move, bishop to G5. And here in this position, if you are black, what will you play? I'm sure 90% of the people would say bishop G7, because we just develop a bishop, and that's why we went G6 to have a square for the bishop, and I'm gonna castle, I'm gonna happy. Well, this is the thing for many players, but bishop G7 is a very bad move. Because if black plays bishop G7, then black has caught into our trap. Here we start with our main deadly win, and the killer business, tricky business, starts with the move E5, attacking the knight. And now here there are like three variations. First of all, if black doesn't take the pawn, the main line is to take the pawn and like something like this, and then take the queen or move the knight. That's the main line. But before showing that, what if black plays something like knight f to d7? Then we can just go f4, and this is a very good position for white. And of course white is better. Engine gives, yep, so you can see white is better. And white has such a fat center, and this bishop is out of the pawn chain, where white is like knight f3, bishop d3, queen d2, or queen e2. And then we can castle like any side. And if our opponent goes h6, then we can just go bishop h4 and rerouting a bishop on f2. And if black tries to take, which is a bad option, we can just take with the f pawn. And now we have this chain against this bishop, but we can also take with that, with the d pawn, and that is also completely fine. And yeah, so white's just better. So if your opponent goes knight g4, which is also bad, we can just go h3, and knight h6. This is a very passive square for the knight, and of course white is winning this. You can see it's 2-point advantage, 1.59, so yeah. So now let's go to the main line, which is d takes e5 and b takes e5. And here there are again three moves for black. Let's first see the obvious choice, queen takes d1. So now the queen has been traded, and we are going to take with the rook. So we have this semi-file. And now we can see the black knight is attacked. First of all, you can't go h5 because your knight's just trapped. But yep, there are some resources with moves like h6, and there are moves because the g4 pawn is actually attacked by the bishop. But why this is bad, you can see here it's it went to 3-point advantage. Because of the simple move knight d5, and white just won. You can't defend the position. If you go something like knight a6 defending this, we just take. And we have again the threat of that. And king comes, we just go knight d6, and we win a lot of material, guys. This is just something easy. Again, knight going back is like very stupid, and you are gonna do nothing. You can just go defend, and actually you can just go knight d5. The thing is bishop takes d5, so I would generally recommend knight f3, and then you can try knight d5 and just develop. White is of course better. It's 1-point advantage by the engine. But now let's look the obvious moves. Knight f7 and knight g4. Starting with knight g4, this is completely losing for black. You can see it's 2.73 advantage for white. And guys, can you spot a killer move? If you said knight d5, again with the same stuff, yeah, it's good, but it's not, because of bishop takes e5, and you somehow defend it. And yeah, but easier task, there's actually one surprise move, which is h3. And now you actually, the move h3 just simply wins the game for white. Because let's say you go knight at 6, then I mean, you can see it's 5-point advantage because the simple again tactic knight d5. And if this, just win a full piece, congratulations, you have won the game. And if they take the pawn on e5, we have again the same tactic, knight to d5, attacking c7 and e7. And again, if knight a6, we just take, and that actually goes for deadly checkmate. So I mean, you can just checkmate your opponent as quick as an opening. And if again this, or king d8, we have again this move, and we can just simply win the rook. Like let's say black just goes king e8, I mean, take, and this again take. But guys, there's a question arriving. And the question is, can somehow black trap your knight like this and that? First of all, just count the pieces by round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I mean somehow, let's say white just drops your knight, then also you just clear, exchange up, and you have like, you're just completely winning. You have just rook open file. But just see the advantage. It's 7-point advantage because you can't trap it. The truth is you can trap it. If you think that we're not gonna let this, then we have boom. Oh, bishop takes a6, and then we just come up, and then we just take like everything, and that's again made. So you can't win this thing. And yeah, so now let's go back, and now let's see what happens if black goes knight f to d7. Well, again, we're gonna go knight d5, but this time black has the defense resource, and that is bishop takes e5, somehow trying to defend everything. And oh wait, before showing this variation, yeah, so in this variation, if black goes bishop takes e5, which is the best for engine, I mean, you're just piece up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This, just do this, and I mean, yeah. So you're again winning. So I just want to show you this. Now let's go back to that variation. Knight of d7, knight d5, and bishop takes 5. And this time we can't go here because the bishop's there. And so if you are in this position, what will you do? If you say knight takes e7, then you can see the consequences. And you are completely losing. It's 3-point advantage. But the question is, how are you gonna take your knight back? c6 is of course bad. I mean you can just take the bishop and you are just piece up. The problem is f6, and now you have disconnected with the knight. That's it. Take. The problem is at the end of everything, your knight is stuck there and it can't come back. That's why it's losing you. So in this position, guys, there is one move which is knight to f3, attacking the bishop, and it's actually a tempo because we just attack the bishop and we also develop a piece. And there's only one move for the black bishop. You can't go on that diagonal because you have to protect c7, and there's only one move to protect, which is bishop d7. Oh, bishop d6. But guys, can you find now the killer shot which will just end the game for black? Well, guys, if you found the savage move, bishop takes e7, then congratulations, you are the goat of chess, the greatest of all times, because bishop takes e7 is a dazzling move, and I mean black is now nothing. I mean black is like doing nothing. If they just go like this, I mean you can just come back, and you are just winning. Or if you want to destroy black, then you can even destroy with this move. Because when they take, again, we just move in with you. So, I mean, yeah. So, black can't just play any random move because we are threatening bishop takes d6. And they can't just remain in this diagonal because, I mean, there are pieces which are attacking the bishop. So, there's only one, and the only one move for black, which is bishop takes e7. And if you see, Indian is like, yeah, I mean, white's better, but not really winning. The reason is because Indian thinks that black can trap the knight. The knight takes c7, king d8, we just take, and now black has a hope of trapping the knight, because now the knight is like kind of trapped, and that's what Indian thinks. But Indian is actually wrong. Indian hasn't realized that this white knight can come back into the game. Well guys, here we are gonna go knight to e5. Oh wait, what? Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, so okay, wait, it's black's move. I'm on knight e5 now. Oh wait, guys, I'm back, and I actually thought, guys, that it's white's move. It's actually black's move. I'm sorry. So here, I mean, black plays like anything. If they go like this, just go here and you just come back. Okay. Yeah, so in this position, black is gonna try. Black is one hope to capture the knight, to trap the knight. And if they trap the knight, then you're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sorry, 5 pieces, and we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, excluding that knight. So they would have 2 minor pieces for rook, which is kind of better for black. And so here, most of the black players have played p6. As you can see here, p6. And if you actually see, bishop f6, rook e8, and knight c6, in all these situations, white win the game. Guys, see in the right side, right bottom, it's 100%, 100%, and 100%. Bishop f6 is this. And you just win this because it's something like bishop c4, and you are just winning this. And you can see it's 100%. The thing I want to say is, here in the game, it's showing p6, the move with which black won the game. But now I'm going to show you how can you destroy this. So after p6, we are going to go knight to e5, and black can't just carelessly do this. We just win material, we are winning. So after knight to e5, black goes rook to f8, somehow trying to defend the f7 pawn. Here I actually played a quick game against one of my opponents. It was actually a 1900 rated opponent, and I'm going to show you my quickest win against him. So here I played bishop c4, trying to add more pressure on f7, and here my opponent just went bishop e7, just trying to take the knight. And here I played knight takes d7. After knight takes d7, I played this dazzling move, bishop b5, and now his knight is just, trapped up. If he plays this, he's just completely losing. I'm just winning here. So instead, he played bishop c8, trying to again defend the knight somehow. Here I just castled, and now you can see computer just gives insane advantage because we are just winning. Let's say black just goes h5, just trying to attack on the king side. We can just go rook d3, and we have a simple plan of rook fd1 and just make this battery and just win the knight. So this is just completely winning, guys. So black doesn't survive in that option too. So guys, that is what's gonna happen if black takes our queen. So let's discuss the other two moves, that of d7 and knight g4. If black plays knight g4, then we're just gonna go queen takes d8. After king takes d8, it's gonna go d1. And if they go bishop d7, then e6 is a very strong reply, because after takes, we're gonna go bishop c4. So we are just adding pressure on e6. And to protect this pawn, there's like nothing. You can't protect this pawn. If you play any random move, you just take it. And also attack g4 knight, and also add pressure over the bishop. So if black wants to save the e6 pawn, he's gonna go e5, trying to save the pawn. Well, here we can go bishop e6, but we have another good move, knight f3, again adding some pressure on e5. And here opponent just goes knight f6. He just comes back, then you can just take. And we're just layering, adding pressure, and we're just I mean, white's just winning this. So we have here black just go knight e6, protecting the e5 pawn. Much farther, we are gonna go h3. If this, then you can see the advantage because of this dazzling move, the bishop to e6, and now black is losing force because you can't win. Because let's say king just goes here to get the pin out, take and just win a full piece, and white just wins the game. And so thus in this position there's only king e8. If opponent goes knight fd7, then again e6 is a stronger reply. So king to e8, and now again we go h3. The same tactic like that, and after knight takes e5, we have again this knight d5, and guys, we have actually reached the same position. And now you know, I mean, you can't protect c7 anyway. If king comes, then again knight b6, just win the rook. And if knight a6, you can just take with the bishop. So again, white is winning. It's 4-point advantage for white. Now let's see what happens if black goes knight f2 d7. Well, here we have this pawn lever e6. Very strong move for white. And it's forced for black. He has to take. Guys, here I had one of my quickest games against 2020. Yeah, so 2200 player. He was like an FM, and I actually defeated him with one of the most quickest wins of all times of mine. Here I just went queen to e2, defending the e6 pawn, and Indian gives the best move like c5, not even saving the pawn, but with human tendency, there's no human which is not gonna protect the pawn, and that's why my opponent do. My opponent is going knight f6, defending the e6 pawn with the bishop. Here I go with rook d1, attacking the queen. If he just takes the knight in the middle, I mean I just take. So if this, then I mean I just take the pawn, I'm winning. So there's only one move, bishop d7. So now I can't take the pawn, but here I just developed the knight on f3. He went knight c6. Now I played knight to e4. So my idea is to go on c5 and just take and just add pressure over the bishop. Let me show you. Like, let's say black just plays it like this. I mean, I just go here, and if I do this, this, and just this, and then I have, you can see 6-point advantage. And also when I play knight f3, there's also one threat. That's I don't know. I mean, black plays h5, knight to e5, and we again have pressure. So when I play knight e4, he thought my knight is too strong, and he thought to chop it with knight takes e4. I just take the knight, and here he castled, thinking he's just completely fine. But here I played another dazzling move, bishop c4, just attacking e6. My opponent was hopeless, but then he somehow found one move, queen c8. But this move is lazy, and he blundered. Guys, can you find the super amazing move for white which just wins the game? Well guys, just one move and my opponent resigned. Rook takes d7, and my opponent clicked on the resign button. The point is, you can't even touch that rook. If you touch it, I mean if you take it, bishop takes e6, and you lose the queen. So guys, this was the secret way to destroy the Pirc defense. So whenever black goes g6, you have to go bishop g5, the deadly variation, the Byrne variation, and you can just destroy the black camp. Guys, I hope you liked today's video, and make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll meet you in the next video. Till then, be safe, be healthy, keep watching Portable Chess. Goodbye.